Hey everyone, welcome to Underprepared and Underpaid. I'm Nick,
I'm Ashley.
and hopefully your Friday is as pleasant as a Friday should be. I can tell you it's probably going better than Ashley's Friday. It's her first time going to work early as fuck. In what, 4 months?
Yeah. Oh my god, it's horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how's that feel?
Well, honestly, if it wasn't because I left work obviously to have a baby. So there's that. So now that I have to go back to work and leave my baby, it's different. But if I were to go if I left for work for like 4 months for a different reason, not for having a baby, and then I had to go back to work, then that'd be different. But since I have a baby and I'm leaving her behind, it breaks my heart. Like, I feel like I haven't spent enough time with her, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the time most certainly flies by fast. Excuse me, I was so excited when I got when I first started my 3 months off. And it feels like I just started it and I have 4 days left.
Well, I mean, yours was kind of whack if you really think about it. Because
Well, yeah, it was whack because of the circumstances having to go back to work to
in the middle of your time off.
yeah to fix some things, to go deal with stuff, and then get taken off of the baby
But
leave, then put
honestly,
back on it.
if you really think about it, it helped us in the long run. Because what would we have done with her during this time from the time I went back? Because if we went back at the same time, what were we going to do with the baby? You know what I mean? So, I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
it
I
kind of
mean
worked out, but it's whatever.
it it worked out. Yeah, I mean we
Obviously,
still have we're
it
still struggling to find a daycare
daycare,
that'll
yeah.
take her, which
Which
is unfortunate.
no, yeah, it sucks. It makes me sad having to go back to work and leave her behind.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish it was longer. Not just because it gets me out of my job that I hate, but
No,
it's like you said, it doesn't feel like we spend enough time with her.
no, yeah. I feel like they should at least give us a year off.
Oh, I mean that would
Well,
be pretty.
mainly for mothers, because for the first year of a baby's life, they're really dependent on the mom. I mean, like, look what happened. I went back to work, and what happened during the time you've been taking care of her?
What the mommy syndrome that she's been having.
Yeah. Like that automatically I leave and she's automatically crying and screaming for who knows how long. You know what I mean? Bro. You know what I read the other day? I read
What?
that there was, I think back in the, when was it? Early 1900s?
I don't know. You're
Well, I don't remember the exact time frame or whatever, but I guess back in the olden days, they used to when women used to show like your belly would start to show, they would actually um not lock women up, but they would basically tell them they can't go out anymore because it's indecent. Like you basically did something dirty and you're filthy, you know? So,
yeah. I mean the old times, like the old yesteryears and whatnot. Like it is it is super just like fucked up with stuff that they did.
yeah, like it's crazy because I think naturally women aren't supposed to give birth on their back either. I
Really.
think yeah, I think that was only brought up because of like, oh my god, there was a king or something, like a Victorian chair. I don't even know what. I've seen posts about it, but yeah. Naturally, women don't go on their back. It's actually not even good because you if you go on all fours, you're opening your hips up wider so the baby can come out easier. When you're on your back, you're actually kind of closing your hips.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's not good for you, but it's not the preferred method. The preferred method is either squatting, going on all fours, like things like that. But obviously since I had an epidural, I had to be laid on my back.
The epidural that they took 4 hours to give you.
Oh
Not
my god.
actually 4 hours, but it definitely felt like
Ages.
yeah.
And you know what makes me so mad is when that the nurse was like, "They're almost done. They're almost done." It's like you've been saying that every 5 minutes. Shut up.
You're almost done. You're right there. You're right there.
And it's funny because she wasn't even like looking in the back. She was in front of me the whole time. So it's like, how would you even know if they're almost done?
Wild world. And to kind of go back to when you were talking about like the old 1900s and the belly going out, it was
Indecent.
considered like indecent and all that.
An indecent act. There we go. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Well, in the 1920s, actually, the 19th Amendment was ratified, and that gave women the right to vote. Fun stuff. I'm just reading this off of Google.
That's weird. I never knew that.
But it's just always so shocking to me. Like you think back into like the past, and a lot of this stuff, like 1965, that was like 6 years before my dad was born.
Really?
Yeah, like there's just it's far, it's out there, sure, but that's still fairly recent of a thing to have happened.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
And like the stuff with like Martin Luther King and like the desegregation of the United States, that was all still like pretty recent. You know, it's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But I'm going off on a little side tangent.
Tell me why I saw this post. I was actually telling my coworker the other day. I said there is a video that popped up on my TikTok, and it was these groups. Oh my god, this is so sad to now see the education. The education system is literally failing people nowadays, because tell me why. I saw this video of these two teenage girls, right? They're in the mall, they have their crop tops, their little um their sandals and their pants, whatever. Their lashes done, full face makeup, right? And they're shopping. And I guess this girl comes up to them and she kind of interviews them, like she asks them questions like, "What country are we in?" Right? And she goes, "What?" And they start giggling, like they actually think it's a joke. Like it's really sad to see, but they're. She was like, "What country are we in?" And the girls go, "Texas." And she was like, "No, like, can you tell us the country?" And she was like, "Oh, Austin, Texas." I was like, "There's no way this is real." And the saddest part is that these girls are laughing about it like it's funny. And
I
I'm
mean, I
just
think it's kind of funny.
yeah, but then if you really think about it, they just look dumb as fuck.
That's why it's funny.
And I'm
I
just
mean,
like,
I don't have anything to stand on really. You can hear how I talk, and you can tell that the education system's failing everyone.
I know, but it's just like, oh my god. Another video I saw was, tell me why. It was, once again, they came up to these, it was like a bunch of like teenagers. They're like, "What year do you consider to be like old? Like, what's an old age for you, or what year would you have to be born to to con- to be considered old?" Right? And they're like 2000, 2001. And I was like, "Bitch." I was like, "Well, screw you. Sorry, we're not born in like 2010. Like, what the hell?"
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm honestly so scared for our daughter. I don't even want to know what it's going to be like in the future for her. If it's already bad now, imagine later on.
I'm worried about it too, and there's like stuff that I've seen where they lower certain schools, they'll lower like their standards, and to make them look good, and to make it look like they're passing kids, and that
Really?
also contributes to making stupider people go through, and they pass when
Yeah.
they shouldn't.
That's
Clown
sad.
world.
That is actually really sad.
Yeah. So I'm scared about that. I'm also scared of staying up and do the math that I haven't done since like
Oh
I
my
was.
god, I don't even want to deal with homework.
I can't math. It doesn't compute.
No, I can't either, man. I remember I used to get beat because, well, I'm not gonna say beat, but obviously I'd get like a
Yeah,
spank.
beats a strong word.
Yeah, I would get like a little spank here and there because I wasn't paying attention from like math homework or whatever. And my parents would get frustrated, but that was also my fault because I wasn't paying attention. But there were some things that I didn't understand, you know. But it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's all kids are gonna do it. I didn't like school at all growing up.
I don't think anybody does.
Yeah, no. You typically start liking school when you go into like a trade school or like
Something you actually want to go for.
something you actually want to go for.
Mhm.
That's why like people who are like professors in college typically like their job a lot more because the people at college usually they're there because they want to be there.
Mhm.
So that job position would be preferable.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's another thing too. Honestly, I feel like so there's this controversy going on about school supplies, buying school supplies for your kids, right? So I guess from what I'm hearing, I guess teachers are given money obviously for to buy supplies for their classroom, right? And you want to know how much they give them?
How much?
$250 to buy all the supplies or of what you can purchase. And I'm like, only you have $250 to spend, but you have like 30 kids. Okay, we'll say an average about 25 kids, right? That's still a lot, and you have to get multiples of everything. And they're giving you only $250 to buy for to buy supplies that'll last you a whole year, like a whole school year worth. You know what I mean? It's like that's not enough money, especially how expensive things now are nowadays. It's like whatever happened to 50 cent like composition notebooks? Now they're like $2, $3. You know, it's just crazy. And then I also saw a thing about parents saying, "I'm not buying my child school supplies. The teacher can provide them with all that stuff." And then the people that actually buy, you know how parents get a list of like what you need to buy and like extra stuff to take to the classroom. I guess a lot of people are like, I'm not bringing extra stuff. Why am I supplying their classroom? This and that. So there's just like a whole controversy going about this. And I'm like, oh my god, it's all about school supplies, dude.
Yeah.
But I can understand why people are frustrated because it's like, why do I have to supply your kid with supplies, but you're not buying your kid anything? You know what I mean? So, because there was one lady that was like, I'm not sending my child with anything. She'll get all of that at school. So it's like you're sending your child unprepared, without any supplies, like not even a pencil, just an empty backpack.
Well, I mean, we don't have to worry about that until
She's like, what? 4, 4, 5? When do they start going to school?
I think like 5.
5?
I think you can go to preschool. Sorry, I think they can go to preschool at like 4, something like that, 4.5. I don't know.
But because I also know it depends on. Doesn't it also depend on like what month you were born in, or no? Or am I tripping?
I have no idea.
Because I know. Oh my god, what is it? Never mind. Maybe I'm just tripping at this point.
I mean, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, luckily I don't have to worry about this until she's older. And then once it gets to that point, I'm gonna be stressing.
Yeah, and
Oh my god, it's gonna break my heart when she starts to walk away with her little backpack. Not even little backpack, because she's gonna be hella tiny and then the backpack's hella big.
she's gonna be looking like the like army guys, marines, or whatever when they have like the big ass backpacks, the main
Oh,
packs.
yeah. It's gonna break my heart.
First time you send her off to school, and you're not gonna see her until I have to go pick her back up.
Mhm.
We gotta give her incentives for studying.
Incentives?
Yeah, like hey, if you get an A on this test, we'll take you to McDonald's or something.
And McDonald's?
That's just spitballing.
But you
I'll
should
buy
have.
you a PC so you can play Helldivers.
Oh my god. I'm actually excited to be playing Helldivers again.
That actually shocked me, and you're doing a lot better in it now too.
Really? I haven't played in like months.
Yeah, but like shockingly, maybe it's because you're not playing on that shitty work computer.
Yeah,
But
that tiny
like,
screen.
yeah, I tried getting her into games for a really long time, and
It has to.
she wasn't the best at it, to say the least.
Okay, I don't play games 24/7 like you, but whatever.
Anyways, she took a hiatus after what when we came back from our baby shower.
Yeah, so like April. No. Yeah, April.
Oh yeah, okay. So April.
No, March. March
Did
15th.
did we start playing when we found out you were pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you played it for a little bit, and then I played right after you.
I think you started playing before you were pregnant. Just a little bit before, no?
I don't think so. Anyways,
Okay, we'll say it was
around that era.
that era
Mm.
because I tried getting you to play a little bit before that,
Mm.
like a year before that, and you didn't really get into it. And then I showed her Helldivers because I was playing it with a bunch of buddies from work, and you thought it looked really fun,
Yeah.
and I got excited to show her and play it with her, so I bought you a computer.
That's all it took was like, yeah, I'll
Yes.
play. And I think it's funny because I could have easily just tested it out on your PC or whatever you
Mhm.
call it, but instead you wanted to go out of your way to get me a whole little laptop or whatever.
We played for 9 months straight, and it was Helldivers, Ready or Not, and you died consistently over and over and over again.
Mhm.
Helldivers, I think it'd be common because for each person, it's a 4-player game. Each person in a level contributes to having 5 respawns, but you share them all. So you get a total of 20.
Mhm.
It would be just me and you playing, so we'd have 10. And we'd always end up with me with 0 deaths, or sometimes 1. Maybe 3 if you kept on killing me with friendly fire.
What's your point here? What's your point you're trying to make?
My point is you'd have like 6 deaths, and now you die like either 0 to like 1 time.
Yeah.
You don't. It's like half the missions, but it's not like you're dying over and over and over again. And Ready or Not, you die every mission, but you kill like 90% of the hostile suspects. So
Mhm.
I mean, honestly, if you didn't play it like Call of Duty, you'd probably survive.
What do you mean play it like Call of Duty?
Where you just run out and you start spraying people.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, I think that's funny. I think it's funny because what was it? I think I told you the other day that I was like, you move too slow. And so that's why I just kind of bust into the rooms because you take forever. I feel like I've gotten a little bit better, which is still actually surprises me because I haven't played it in so long. I think it's because I've gotten the controllers down, like the buttons down, you know?
Yeah, you're doing a lot better at that. I don't have to like pick up the controller and show you left bumper.
Yeah, true.
I can just say left bumper and you got it.
The one that still confuses me is when you're like, hit the melee button. I'm like, what the hell is that?
To like right stick or
Yeah.
hold the B button.
Mhm. But other than that, like everything I've pretty much gotten down.
Yeah. And it was weird because we agreed to like one more mission
When?
today in Helldivers.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
you were talking about being excited to play Helldivers again and whatnot, and you went off. We agreed on one mission and we ended up playing 4.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
And that just, not that I was disappointed, I was kind of glad to
You're
play.
kind of glad.
I'm kind of glad to play a little bit more.
Mhm.
But I was just surprised that you,
Continued.
cause yeah, you got off the thing, saw how many kills you got, and I go, okay, next mission.
Yeah, I went straight into the next one.
Did a whole operation.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Well, obviously I haven't been playing for the past couple days because I've had um a little issue.
Yeah, the cyst on your back.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was painful, man. It's horrible. That's another thing too. It's like right after I came back from work, and now all these problems want to start happening with me. And it's like if I miss work, I'm not gonna get paid. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But if it happened during the 3 months I was off, I was already getting paid no matter what. So it wouldn't have affected me, like, but now that I'm back at work, it's like, damn, I have to take time off of work because I'm in pain and like I can barely walk. So it kind of makes me mad that this happened after I got off of baby leave. But I'm just like, whatever. But at least it happened before your back surgery.
Oh yeah, I'm glad we got that taken care of. And another interesting side note: if you or a loved one have two choices, right?
Never
Navy medical care or military medical care, whatever, or if you can outsource and go out to a doctor
off base.
off base,
Please do so.
for the love of God, do not go to any type of military medical center.
And honestly, it like I thought they were joking when they're like, yeah, on base medical care is just garbage. And I thought it was like, maybe they're just joking or whatever. But no, it really is garbage. Like for my OB appointments, I mean, my OB appointments were all right, but it's like they were kind of just like about it.
Yeah.
They weren't really giving the full 100%, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like you can tell they didn't like their jobs. Typically, I feel like my cousin, um she's a nurse. Like she loves what she does. Every day she's happy to go into work because that's what she chose. Now I feel like since they're in the military, like they're kind of just like, what do you do? How do you get your job? You test for it or whatever, right?
Well, so you go in and they give you a list of openings,
Yeah.
and you do the ASVAB, and depending on your score, they'll give you a list of what's available.
Oh, really?
Yes, and they'll only give you a list of what's available, and from that list, what actually has openings on it.
Oh, okay.
And then you go for it. If you're someone like me, I was like 250 pounds, and that was not muscle. And you're in the recruit depot for not recruit depot, sorry. That's boot camp. If you're not at the recruiting station,
Yeah.
if you're there for a year, you end up just kind
Not going anymore.
of, well, yeah, they can't give you a spot because you're fat,
Mhm.
so you have to lose all the weight. It took me a year to lose the weight and be able to do the amount of pull ups and run them. It was IST, I think it was a mile and a half.
Mhm.
In like
6 minutes?
no, not in 6 minutes.
12?
I think it had to be under 12,
Somewhere around there.
somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
So it took me a year to actually get to that point. But they you pick your job
Mhm.
going in. I mean,
But did you
you
see?
pick something similar. Sometimes they lie to you. Like my job, they tell you you're gonna work on aircraft, and you end up being Jiffy Lube for stupid shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. Half of these people just look miserable, and half of these people also just want you to get the hell out of there. And I get it because I I think they're just very understaffed too. That's probably another big thing is that they're very
It's
understaffed and they have a lot of people waiting.
I would not be surprised of the understaffed because my job we're understaffed. It's all the same,
Mhm.
and it's poorly managed.
Yeah.
We we merged our unit
Have more people.
so we can have more people, but we're still not like we're still not able to have that. We don't rate the people that we thought we were going to rate.
Mhm.
So when our command merged, we had like 50 workers. Now we have like 6 workers. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're underworked because
Oh,
we are,
overworked
or
and
overworked, understaffed is what I would say.
yeah. That it's just it's a lot. But anyways, but no, yeah. It's just horrible. Like I thought just cuz obviously I delivered on base, at the hospital. And that was, I'm not going to say it was the worst experience, but it was just kind of like, okay, a thing that should have taken probably like 10 minutes actually took like an hour, which it shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Like certain things that should have taken only a couple minutes actually took a couple hours, which I don't know if it was just because it was like, I don't like maybe I was doing something wrong, or maybe they just actually couldn't find certain things like certain veins. But yeah, no, it felt like they were taking longer than it should have taken. And so I was like, okay, whatever. But then when on I went on a Sunday after work to the ER because I had this like cyst on my like tailbone. And so I ended up going. I told Nick like we need to go like now, because it hurts really bad and I don't think I can wait till Wednesday, my day off of work, to go see a doctor. He said okay. And there's one off base right near our house that I've already went to when I had to get stitches on my finger, and then there's one on base. And so we went on base just, because we're like, okay, well, we won't have to pay anything. Like maybe, but anyways, yeah, so we ended up going on base, and the wait was like what, an hour and a half probably.
I would say so.
Yeah, so the wait was probably like an hour and a half. We waited. I was seen by a nurse, and she already looked when you were changing the baby's diaper. She was kind of giving, I wouldn't say a dirty look at the baby, but she was just kind of like, hurry up, get the baby off the bed so I can hurry up and see her, type of
Yeah.
look. You know what I mean? So you took the baby off. She saw me, whatever. Then she ended up numbing me, which was absolutely painful. Oh my god. After she numbed me, she took a look at the cyst and she was like, well, nothing really came out, no pus or anything, so I'm just gonna leave it, right? And so after we had left, she gave me antibiotics. She prescribed me antibiotics, which, come to find out, aren't even the ones I'm supposed to be taking. So when I found that, I was like, you've got to be kidding me, right? So, no, yeah, she took a look. She was like, and it took her like, she looked at it for like what, a minute or two?
Yeah.
She didn't even properly look at it, right? And then she just was like, okay, well, I'm gonna send you on your way with the antibiotics, and there you go. So here I am thinking like, okay, maybe, these antibiotics will help it go away. Definitely did not help it. It actually, I think, got worse. So then, after we had finished all of that up, I told Nick, I said, we need to go to the ER, but I'm not going on base. We're going to the one near our house, and I will use my mom's insurance because I have two. So, anyways, so I go, and after I go, the lady said, the nurse basically said the same thing, like nothing much came out, but then she goes, I'm gonna get a second opinion from my doctor, because this was also just a nurse. So she calls in the doctor, and he ends up come to find out that she just didn't make a deep enough incision. And so then they found what they needed to find and whatever. So after they did all that, um she like completely, I felt so much better after she did whatever she did. You know what I mean? But it made me so upset because it's like, this nurse, if she would have just, you know, actually paid it, like, not paid attention, but kind of
Thought about it.
not even thought about it, just kind of looked more closely into it. You know what I mean? just because you make one tiny incision doesn't mean there's nothing there. You gotta like just go in a little bit deeper. But anyways, yeah. So now I refuse to go onto naval to any like hospital on base. I refuse to go to any hospital on base.
That's because that's been consistently bad. I want to call back to when you were talking about how like were you saying that the childbirth experience wasn't the worst thing in the world, or the cyst?
I was saying the childbirth, me going to like giving birth at the hospital over there.
You were saying it wasn't the worst thing in the world, right?
Like it could have been worse. Like something could have actually like gone really really bad.
You would have to try to make it worse, I think. I do not see a world where like there's a lot worse that could have been done. Especially like outsider looking in, it's not me going through it. I'm watching it happen. It looks real bad, especially with like the whole, oh, I'm gonna get the expert in, and then the expert comes in and he says, oh, I'm gonna get the expert in. Like, hold up, hold on, hold the fuck on a second.
You shouldn't be saying that.
It's
No,
like
yeah.
that. Isn't the person who passed with the C, the person who passed with the B, and then the person who passed with a B plus?
Yeah, but it's just no, it's not my favorite thing. Luckily, my actual doctor is not on base, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah, no, and I can see why I'm like bouncing all over the place here. Earlier we were talking about how like, oh, they're overworked and whatnot. There's also a lot of people who
Mhm.
try to scam the government,
Mhm.
and it seems to be paying off for them so far.
Oh yeah.
So you see like a lot of people who come in and they have a bunch of like tiny little moans and complaints,
Mhm.
and there's a lot of people who keep on coming in for the same thing over and over and over again who are lying.
Yeah.
So
But don't
you know,
they?
at a certain point, it probably makes you jaded.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't make you very enthusiastic to do your job.
Yeah.
So I can see
Because
that.
don't those people lie so much so they can have it on their medical records? That way, when they get out, they can claim disability or whatever you call it.
Yeah, they do it so you make your claims, and then you go to the VA and they have a weird grading system
Mhm.
that it's been explained to me like 10 times and I understand it less every time. Um, but they have their own little grading system, and basically, if you can game the system and get 100, you will you get like sergeant's pay for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I know they're trying to crack down on it now, which thank God.
But then if you think about it, they're taking it away from people that are also actually injured. The
Well, I don't
people.
think they're taking away any
Okay.
from anyone they gave
Okay.
it to yet.
I don't mean take away, but like people who fake that stuff that are like, oh yeah, like ow my knee,
Mhm.
they'll give them 100% disability, right? But then the people that actually have like back surgery and go into war and like all this other stuff, they're like, we'll give you 25% disability. You know?
Yeah, that it's a super like fucked up thing.
Mhm.
I don't know anyone who's a combat vet, but
Yeah.
I've heard stuff of like people they got Purple Hearts, they've been shot in combat, they've been injured in combat, whatever.
Mhm.
Um, and they'll get like, yeah, like you said, 25%. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You get blown up by an IED. Ah, it's okay.
You'll be fine. We'll give you 10%
Yeah, we'll give you
disability.
10% disability.
Wow. That just blows my mind
It's so bizarre,
how everything
but
works.
yeah, and like I can see why they'd be frustrated, but don't take that frustration out on me, and don't be, shitty with your job, I guess, is how I'd word it, especially when it's like something like that cyst on your back could have been MRSA,
Mhm.
and that can become extremely serious very quickly.
Yeah.
And like me, I'm about to do my back surgery in a couple of weeks. It's taken me years because they just, you know, I've had to.
They want to make sure you're not faking it.
They want to make sure you're not faking it,
But
but it's at a certain point, if I have to fib a little bit
mhm.
to get what I want, it feels like a fucked up system.
Yeah.
Because I could go in there and be honest and just be like, because that's what I tried was like originally I would go and be like, hey, like my back doesn't hurt all the time. It's just like we'll do our 3 mile runs, whatever, and after the stretches I'll get up, my legs paralyzed, but then after like 5 minutes I'm good. And they're like, oh, okay, well then you're fine. They,
Good.
and then they'd go and but try pushing on it,
Mhm.
and I couldn't really find where it was on my back if I tried pushing on it, and so I was just confused why the fuck it was happening.
Yeah.
And all I wanted was an X-ray or something to see what it was, and
See,
I couldn't get that stuff. And at some point, like a year and a half, I think down the line, I was told, just straight up told by one of the medical people, "We're not here to fix you. We're here to make sure it's like manageable."
really?
Yeah, like just straight up.
Wow.
I was
That's
like,
actually really
wow. And
sad.
ever since then, I was like, after that,
What exaggerated it a little?
I started exaggerating. I started feeling it a lot more frequently.
Mhm.
But I was telling them like, yeah, no. Oh, I go on like a 6 mile run or something, and I can't feel my leg all day the next day.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, where does it hurt? And they'd go poke around, and I'd have to like, ow, 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 right there.
Yeah.
And even though I didn't feel anything, just so I could get the X-ray.
And even when you would get like, cause didn't you get an MRI?
Well, I got the X-ray first,
Mhm.
and nothing showed up. And they're like, yeah, no, see, you're fine. And I had to wait even longer. I think another 2 months.
See, that's another thing
This is
is the
like 3 years later, by the way.
yeah.
Like,
The whole process just takes a really long time because they're like, okay, in 3 months you can do your MRI.
and they just don't take it seriously too.
Yeah.
And the people who are running my shop for a while didn't take it seriously. It's like, oh, we lift heavy things, your back's gonna hurt, and I'm like, oh, maybe I am a bitch. And
Yeah.
then you wake up at 3 in the morning to do a PT, and you go drag someone, and then it's you're struggling to walk.
Mhm.
But like this is like I got my MRI like 2.5 years after, because I didn't even get the X-ray immediately after going in and fibbing a little bit. It took a long time after that.
No, yeah. I remember it was taking a really long time.
Yes, and now that I'm getting this surgery, I'm hoping they don't botch it.
I honestly like,
Have no confidence in that.
yeah, no, I'd have no confidence in it. But of course, I'm not going to tell you, don't get the surgery because I don't know your pain. I don't know how you're feeling. I don't know your pain. I can't tell you you don't need it. Like, you know what I mean? The only person that knows your pain is yourself.
Exactly.
So, I can't say I'm not worried. Of course, I'm going to be worried.
Well, that's my thing. Like, who isn't worried?
It's
Even
certain.
even if it was like not Navy medical doing it, I would be a little worried. I'm extremely worried now. Even if it was someone I know has a amazing track record, I still have like a little bit of skepticism.
No, I know. Surgery's always going to be scary no matter what it is.
Well, this one's like back surgery. If they fuck it up in any way, you're paralyzed.
What, you can be paralyzed after the surgery? You go to VA to claim disability. They'd be like, we'll give you 13%. You don't look that paralyzed.
No, I swear if I get like Stephen Hawking fucked up, I'm gonna pull up my wheelchair. Thank God I have sergeant's pay for rest of life.
Wasn't he on the Epstein files?
Ah shit, yeah he was.
Dude, how, like, I want to kind of.
Actually, well, keep saying what you're saying. I think it was fake.
Oh, for real? I was going to say, because, dude, what could he have done? Like, he's literally in a wheelchair and can't even move any limbs.
Because I think the original claim was he liked to watch like midgets go at it.
Ew, really?
He was in the flight logs and he attended a science conference. Allegedly, I mean it's Epstein. It was probably some child sex slavery ring.
Dude, they still haven't released those files, have they?
No, and it irritates me to no end because it seems like everyone
Did,
forgot.
didn't the government say, oh, if you do this, then we'll release the Epstein files? And then when you clicked on it,
So,
it became like this funny video.
well, it wasn't even funny in the time, and it's called a Rickroll. But that's Jesus Christ! I never believed them for a second that they were gonna release it, but they ran on the whole platform of like, oh, full transparency. We're gonna release the JFK files. We're gonna release the Epstein files. We're gonna like release the FBI documents on the MLK assassination. Which, side note, the MLK assassination, like anyone, even if just one person watched, the name is Wendigoon. That's the channel name. Guy's really fucking badass with his storytelling and whatnot. But he goes over the MLK files.
Is that what the one where the tree was in the way, so there's no way that he. And then they chopped down the tree?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we watched it together, actually.
Yes, I'm not going to go into depth because I'm not intelligent enough to break down that kind of stuff, and I do not have the storytelling capabilities that Wendigoon has. Like, legitimately, if you want to, like, watch, like, deep dives and that sort of thing, perfect channel for that shit.
Mhm.
And I watched the video, and I was like, oh my god, they assassinated MLK. Trump's administration was sitting there talking about full transparency with the Epstein list, JFK files, MLK files, all this, the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah.
And they released the JFK files, and they might have released more on MLK. Although I think MLK was kind of known.
Mhm.
He his family actually took the government to court, saying James Earl Ray, I think is the guy for MLK. I'm gonna keep on mixing them up. Martin Luther King's family took the government to court, and they won, saying like, hey, this wasn't the guy. Like they had some involvement. Not that he wasn't the guy, but the government had involvement in his assassination,
Mhm.
and his family won. But fucking wild to me.
Because they had really good evidence.
They've released all these files of stuff, but they keep on hiding the Epstein shit.
Yeah.
Because why the fuck wouldn't they? The other
They,
side hid it because they have important people on it. There's I am this is in no way a hot take, but I'm of the belief that there is so many people on there, like just
like government.
chaos will ensue. Like everyone. I
Mhm.
think it's not even just people in the U.S. I think it's other
Countries.
governments, other countries, other people
Yeah.
who are involved in this, and that's why. Like if they release it, it's everyone
Mhm. It's getting exposed.
is getting exposed. So
It's bigger than we think it is.
no, I think everyone is well aware of how maybe not well aware of exactly how big it is, but I think everyone's understanding that it's a massive picture.
Mhm.
Like there's just no one's going to fucking release it. And if we do get it released, I think it's gonna be watered down.
Yeah. Like they're gonna keep some names out of it.
They're gonna keep names out of it because Trump's already talked about.
Mhm.
Oh, there's people on that list who they had involvement in other things, like allegedly Stephen Hawking.
Yeah.
You know, and they had no involvement in that sick, disgusting stuff. And he kept on saying that when they were accusing him of being on it.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Oh, I'm not on the list and whatnot." But the craziest thing to me is them coming out and saying what they're that is just full transparency. They're going to release them. And they had content creators. I think they're YouTubers. I don't fucking know that
This
are like
cracks me up,
political.
dude.
And they had them pose like a big photo op doing like, oh look, I got binder 1, I got binder 2, I got binder 3 of the Epstein files. They say Epstein files on them. And who is it, Pam Bondi or whatever her name is?
Mhm.
There was like a phone call and she's like, yeah, no, I have it, I'm going through it right now, it's on my desk. And then they go in there with it was on Twitter. They released like, here's the Epstein files. I don't know exactly what it said, but it said something along those lines of, here's the Epstein files, and you click on it. And if you are above the age of like 17, you probably know what a Rickroll is,
Mhm.
where it's Rick Astley and then Never Gonna Give You Up song.
Yeah.
It's like a meme from like 2005. So they of course that didn't go their way. It honestly felt like people just kind of forgot. They're like, oh no, the Epstein list doesn't exist. It actually doesn't exist at all. And then people were bringing up, well, what was the Rickroll for, the fucking Rickroll for? What were you guys like? Why were you guys running on this platform of, oh, we're gonna release the Epstein list? Why did Pam Bondi say it's on my desk right now? Why did these content creators have 3 fucking binders that say
Epstein.
Epstein files set 1, 2, and 3? Like, something here's not adding up. And then they came out and said it was like a liberal hoax, and it was
Mhm.
brought up by Obama and Hillary. And then people were saying, okay, well, if that was a liberal hoax, why didn't they fucking release it? It clearly has Democrats on it too, because if there weren't, that's such a like a gotcha thing. Like, why wouldn't they use that on Trump? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So clearly, it's not a fucking Democrat liberal hoax. It's just, yeah, it's been handled so poorly.
Basically, we're never gonna get those files ever.
No, you're not gonna get them. And funny enough, in a attempt at transparency, we're trying to they put up the cell footage of Epstein's like cell, and they had a minute of it that was edited out, and
Really?
they said, oh no, it's just that's just normal. That's the cameras like
Glitchiness?
resetting.
Oh.
They have a minute where they have to reset because they're running out at all times. It's like, that's absolutely batshit crazy then, because who someone they would have to know that, hey, there's this minute, we have a minute to go in there, kill him, and fucking leave. So it would have to be some sort of inside job. Someone would have had to have been tipped off.
Yeah.
You would have to know that there's that minute in there.
Mhm.
Um,
Because nobody would know that besides like what security and the guards.
yeah, no one would know that.
Mhm.
So it's trying to like say he actually did kill himself, which bull fucking shit.
You look
Everyone's
stressed.
it brings back pain every time I remember something, because that video of the cell was data mined
Mhm.
and it was edited in a video editor. What is it? Adobe Premiere.
Mhm.
They kept they posted the edited fucking film in there. Someone edited it with Adobe.
Mhm.
So that minute that was missing, I think there was a little bit more time that was missing too. They got found out because it was someone downloaded it and data mined it, and it was like edited with edited with Adobe. It has been handled.
So poorly.
Never forget.
Never forget the Epstein file.
Never forget the Epstein files. I think you should. They need to be held accountable. If our government is just being run by pedophiles and the pedophiles are taking our fucking money and whatnot, that needs to fucking change.
Yo, what is it? The government's asking for your help to pay off the debt.
Yes, the pedophiles who have been stealing your money that you work for.
They're already taking money from your taxes. They're taking everything.
They take the money from your taxes. They get, oh, you own a car, okay, property tax. Oh, the little sticker, that sticker on your license plate. Yeah, that has to be updated every year, and
$400.
it's not cheap to say the least.
For real. You know what's crazy? It's gotten so expensive that people actually. Well, I haven't seen it here, right?
Mhm.
But I've seen on the internet where people will have to cut their once they stick the sticker onto their license plate, they'll cut it because people would steal them off of other people's cars, so they wouldn't have to pay for their own.
Yeah, I
That's
did that to
insane.
mine.
That's insane.
At least when we lived in Cali,
No, yeah.
my Jeep that was fully paid off, by the way. It was a
It,
shitty beater up Jeep that was fully paid
yeah,
off, and I wasn't paying late on my tags. I was on time. It was $200.
yeah.
Over here, I'm not sure if like my military status is a factor in that. To be quite honest with you, but for me, my tags, my car fully paid off over here. It's like $30.
For real?
Yeah, if I didn't pay it late, it would have been $30. It was like 50, I think,
But
but
that's
that was
still,
late.
yeah, that's still cheap.
No, but my point is the property tax, the tags, the income tax, the fucking reporting your fucking income to the IRS, which they already have.
Hmm.
They already know what your income is because if they didn't, if they audit you, what the fuck are they comparing it to? So that's just like another thing. Like, oh yeah, another gotcha thing. We can steal more money from you.
And the
All
audacity.
this money is supposed to go to like the fucking roads, but there's still fucking potholes everywhere.
Oh God, yeah.
They just take your money and they spend it on stupid shit. Now they're asking, hey, you can donate. Fuck you. Absolutely fuck you.
Dude, that's what cracks me up is that they're like, hey, so you're already giving us money, but we need more, so please hand it over. We are how much in debt? Like
We're
seven.
trillions. We're trillions in debt, and it keeps on skyrocketing. And I think it got even higher now because of Trump's big beautiful bill or some stupid shit. It is
Insane.
insane.
Sorry, I don't know where my $5 is gonna get you, man. I don't think it's gonna help you with your trillions in debt. It's just a joke at this point. Dude, you know how many times I should have gotten a ticket and I haven't? It honestly amazes me. I know I
It
shouldn't be laughing about this, but the amount of times I've been pulled over and haven't gotten a ticket, and there was one time where I should have gotten one, or like I went to
no, you got the ticket, but it got
it just kind of he was just the lawyer that I had was kind of like, well, you just went 10 over the speed limit, you're good to go, bye. I was like, oh, okay. So, and I didn't even tell you about this up until the whole thing had like was done.
resolved itself.
Yeah, I didn't tell you because I knew you were gonna freak out and whatever. But
Yeah, and that irritates me because you got pulled over how many times?
ooh, like probably a good handful, like 6 times off
It honestly
base.
feels like more than that, but I'll take you at your word.
Yeah.
I get pulled over, and this cop was probably having to fill some sort of quota. I'm going the same fucking speed as everyone else, god damn it. But it was bumper to bumper. I'm like, oh, no one's in this lane, I'll take this lane. I move over into that lane and I immediately get pulled over.
That
because
is,
I'm going over the speed limit. My brother in Christ, I'm going the same speed as everyone else.
yeah, that is
And I had to
insane.
pay like $250 for that ticket.
No, there was one time when I wasn't even driving my car, right? Well, okay. So first I got pulled over on the job when I was working at Domino's. I got pulled over on the job, and if you get a ticket, you get automatically
Fired.
fired. So I remember I was crying, I was freaking out, but I stayed calm. And he was like, "You know what? This is just a warning. I'll let you go." Right? Cuz I think I didn't do a full stop, right? And so, anyways, yeah, he's like, "You're good to go. Just, next time pay attention because you can get a car crash, you can get in a wreck, and you don't want that." I said, "Okay." And then I think a week later, it wasn't for not doing a full stop, it was for going 45 and a 30, and I didn't know. And so he pulled me over again, but it was the same. Oh, and this was just a week apart, too.
Same guy?
It was the same guy. He was like, "Didn't I pull you over?" And I was like, "Yeah, you pulled me over last week."
You said yes?
I said yes. I was like, "Yeah, no, you pulled me over last week." He's like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "I'll let you go. Bye." I was like,
Brother.
"Bro,
Actually, no, I got pulled over twice.
really? For what?"
Because going over to the other base, this time I didn't get the ticket because
Okay.
he was understanding, and I showed him the GPS on your car.
Oh,
And
yeah, I forgot about that.
thank God I was using your car,
Mhm.
because if I wasn't using your car, I would have been using the GPS on my phone
Mhm.
and looking down into my ball sack. And that's a no go. That's a no no. I would have gotten the ticket. I'm driving. This is a different military base. I was doing, I think it was my supervisor's course.
Mhm.
I was doing some sort of special
Course.
course.
Yeah.
Yes, it was supervisor's course actually, because the supervisor was leaving and I needed to take it so I can sign for stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm driving over there, and the streets are a little confusing. Google Maps is not updated for that base. And it took me onto a one-way road, and I didn't see any sign saying one-way road, but I was also, paying very close attention to the GPS. I probably missed it, but regardless, I was just following the GPS, and I'm like, okay. So I'm driving and driving. I'm like, I can see cars parked facing me. That's not a good sign. And I see the PMO driving over towards me. And it's like, one of us is fucked up, and I don't think it's PMO. And so, sure enough, I'm like, I gotta get out of this side of the fucking road. And so I hit the turn signal and I turn over into a parking lot. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? And when I do that, I see his lights flash. I'm like, oh my god, I just paid off a ticket.
Bro.
um, and so he comes over and he's like, so you know why I put you over? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, look at the GPS. It's telling me to go down the side of the road. It's my first time being down here. I swear to God, I'm not high or anything. The
Mhm.
GPS probably is though.
At that point, you pulled yourself over because you decided to go into the parking lot. He just went right behind you.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, he's coming straight at me. I
So
mean,
he was gonna pull you either way, yeah.
either way, yeah. It
You
took
just
him a
made
while to
his
turn
job
his.
easier.
It took him a while to turn his lights on. He's probably like, "What the fuck is this?" But yeah, you've had amazing luck with your tickets.
No, yeah, and I'm honestly really grateful for. And I don't even know why I keep.
God is great.
I probably jinxed myself by saying it, but like, thank God I haven't gotten one yet.
Yeah, and then tomorrow you're gonna get one.
Oh God, don't say that.
That'll do for today's podcast. Leave a like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it. Leave a comment so we can read your thoughts and criticisms. We appreciate your time and engagement. Have a happy rest of your week. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.